3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's great to have it nice. I had a situation like that at St. Anthony's with
Hi, everybody.
somebody sent me a Facebook message.
Welcome to an evening of Lounge Academy.
You know, in that panel. And he said,
My name is Howard,
figure out what the situation was.
in case you're new around here.
He was watching Howard, and the name wasn't familiar to me.
And I'm going to make the final last adjustments to the technical stuff. A couple things I have to do. Can only do them after the stream starts. No big deal. I'm going to insert a test emoji. And there it is. Oh, this is so nice when things work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny.
You'll notice I don't have my jacket on. It's sitting next to me. It's a little warm in here.
Thank you for reminding me.
So we're going to
Yeah, she just was a fun person.
start out without it. We've got Angela here starting us off. Nice to see you, Angela. You look like you're ready for a drink. I'm going to bring up the stream now on my phone. There it is. Watch. Piano's out of tune tonight. It's okay. We can roll with that. Wonderful to see you. There we go. We're turning up the joke mic already. We can start now. Nice to see you, Carol. We know Carol. She's one of us. She's a lounge cadet. In good standing. We call ourselves Lounge Academy. This is a time of the night when we're always wondering, I wonder what the heck's going to happen tonight. Angela looks fantastic. It's a beautiful dress. Everybody looks great tonight, don't they? Yeah, beautiful. Everyone looks beautiful. They look like lounge cadets. They're good eaters, too. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. He knows how to make an entrance. Pure class. It's always wonderful to see Angela. Friends waste no time getting to the bar, do they? It is. We specialize in tough days. We'll make you forget all about it. almost started on time. Gonna ruin our reputations. It's so peaceful in here, isn't it? We're gonna change that. You look like you belong at a piano bar. You do. I want to use you in the brochure. We're live streaming all over the world. Nobody's watching, but
We are.
Mary's our co-host. See, we throw a cocktail party every Friday.
I think that is every Friday.
Is the reception here? Oh, welcome. I'm Howard. Make yourselves comfortable. So which half of the wedding is from Buffalo?
Well, so the bride is supposed to.
Right, so that's how it usually is.
Yeah, you're,
That's how we get people here.
yes, they marry Buffalo girls.
We use them as bait. It's always been that way throughout history. Yeah. And what city is the groom from? Hey, while at work. Well, where are you from here? Or
I'm from
Wisconsin? I've heard of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Is that what you said?
That's in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh, sure. There's a big difference between Atlanta and Wisconsin. Both fine places in their own way.
Very much so, very much so.
There's probably more to do in Atlanta. Yeah. Till 8 o'clock. You could come back every Friday, or you could tune in and watch. howardgoldman.com. It'll take you where you gotta be. If the reception's boring, just tune in and say hi and join the fun. Just don't get caught. Have fun. Let's see who's been joining us while I was chatting it up.
As a matter of fact, I've got to
Frank DeSera's out there. Susan Myers, all right. Happy Lounge Academy Day to Susan Myers. Lots of exciting things happening, Susan. Maybe our artist, Sindra, will check in. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Have a great reception. If the reception is bad, just come back and join us. You could tune in. You could tune into the live stream right from there. They'll think you're enjoying yourself. I'm sure it'll be fun. I got a feeling this is going to be a great reception. With these people, it's got to be great. Really?
20 years ago, honestly, I almost don't want to check her last name so I can believe it. It's so weird. She said she met me 20 years ago and that I was drawing a bar. I said, but I was thinking I was 20 years ago, but she remembered me and that's something I would have been doing. And she said, I mean, if I did draw a bar, isn't that odd? She said, and she remembered the bar. She said it was on
She's got a good memory.
Delaware Avenue and it was
The Round Table.
I do draw bars. And it was on the west
Club
side.
Heat.
And she said she even remembered the song that was played because she has a memory for music and it was Your Love Is My Love, some song I've never heard of. Honestly, it's one of the, I said, Melania, this is one of the strangest conversations.
She must be somebody who like remembers everything. That's a great gift.
You know, I wonder if she does remember, if she comes back, I want to ask her.
Yeah.
Because she goes, we've met before, I remember this was a long time ago. She said, it was long ago, you were drawing a bar. I said, well, you draw bars. It doesn't matter, I didn't have my book out so much. I said, I do draw bars, but I didn't know I drew them.
It was probably the Rendezvous. Richard Craney, how are you, sir? You got the AMCs out yet? Susan, hi Susan, from Cheek to Vegas. Well, we're looking forward to that, Susan. That'll be fun. I'm glad you're with us virtually. I usually don't remember if people were here in person or if they were joining by the stream. In my mind, it all gets melded into one. And our own Andrea, see you in 2 weeks. Oh, she flew the coop. They probably took the coop. Nick Otto says, Mary, forward into the past.
Did he hear that conversation?
I guess he heard the conversation all the way in Virginia. Nick specializes in strange things.
Twilight Zone.
I see some cast members. Those are cast members. Those girls that went into the elevator. They looked like show business.
Now watch him find a picture of that bar.
Maybe McNeil will say hi tonight. It's always exciting when McNeil checks in. Got some notes for Tom Miller to take care of. Nick says he heard it all the way at the ocean. Brian Blatz is reporting in from the green room before going on stage at his own piano bar down in Florida at Dijon's Steak and Lobster House. We're all, this is right, this is Lounge Piano Central here on the internet. Brian Blatz is getting ready to go on stage at Dijon's Steak and Lobster House in Melbourne Beach, Florida. I think he goes on, when do you go on, at 5:30? I should know your schedule by now. Seems like it's always around 5:30. Or is it closer to 6? I think usually it's closer to 6. You're early tonight. How are the lobster looking tonight? What's the biggest lobster they got? 3-pounder? Down at Dijon's Steak and Lobster in Melbourne Beach, Florida, where Brian Blatz is going to be manning the piano bar in within a half hour, probably. So all our friends are drinking up at the bar. So you think it's going to be busy here tonight, or dead, or?
So sweet. She sat down here for a couple minutes saying she wanted to sit in a piano bar.
Yeah, wasn't that? They're nice. Nice.
We didn't have to go. Yeah. Looks like a nice wedding. They all dress so beautifully. They have that color scheme. They're all in the white or cream color. That's a nice color scheme. Everyone just goes white.
6. He goes on at 6. You got your game face on yet, Brian? That's why he's here, to get his game face on. I get him psyched up, right, Brian? He figures if I could do it, anybody could do it. He won't have any problem. I miss not having Barbara here this
Yeah,
week.
but she was somewhere else today. There's something that she was supposed
We could play her song anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like 4.
You'll open up the door
She goes to see Barry Goldman.
and let him in once more, and you'll forget his lies. You always do. He'll hurt you, and then he'll call again, and you will fall again. But you're much too what?
Very, very, whoever be in Webster's 13.
But you're much too weak to fight his charms, so you'll run right back into his arms, he'll hurt you. And then he'll call again.
That's a great song.
That's a great song. It's a great song that nobody knows.
Yeah, it is great. I wonder how many cocktails went into the creation.
Yeah.
A bunch of people sitting
Somebody
around.
paid their dues to be able to write that one. Donna's with us. Hi, Donna. Thank you. You have fun too. We're channeling Barbara, Susan Myers. Just in case she's watching.
This could be the night. What we do, Amanda.
The girls are taking their time at the bar. It's okay. It's nice they're enjoying all the amenities we have here at the Hyatt.
Everybody's at the bar. I always like when Joe and Fanny's said about meeting people. He goes, bars and restaurants are a great place to meet people.
Restaurants are a great place to meet people.
Because we had met in a restaurant, and it's usually bars and restaurants.
That's how we met.
Yeah, we met in a restaurant. With some man in a restaurant. Is that what
I can't give you anything, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I'll guess all those things you've always pined for, gee. Comes Carol and Angela. Straight Jack. Jack on the rocks. It's been a hell of a day. You never know. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nyheises. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you, Phil. Beautiful day, huh? You walk here, right? So you really enjoyed the weather.
I guess it means it's what I meant to do.
Yeah, I hope it stays like this for a few weeks.
I love talking about this book so people.
That would be nice.
But I just do.
I wouldn't count on it.
Mind if I join you?
Oh, please. I insist. Sharon's here too. Here he comes. Of course it is. We don't want to lose you to a table. Mary and I always eat at the piano. Because we don't have any other furniture. Do you dream a lot at night? They say that's a bad sign. I had the craziest dream last night. Yes, I did. I never dreamt it could be. But there you were, in love with me. I saw your lips next to mine, so I kissed them. You didn't mind it at all. When I'm awake, such a break never happens. How long can a guy go on dreaming? If there's a chance that you care, then please say you do, my baby. Say it and make my crazy dreams come true. Oh yeah.
Oh, that sounds great. So French.
From Springtime in the Rockies. Thank you. Harry Warren and Matt Gordon wrote that song.
Yes, the tomato sauce.
Harry Warren and Max Gordon, yeah,
Two biggies.
big names.
But the one you would get comes in a box, right? And every time it yes, comes 2 pounds, but they're all good. But you get a 2-pound box and it says, "Don't be
Maybe we'll do our big hit.
shellfish." We were putting a picture of it. Yeah, this is a frozen case.
Barbara's seeing the other guy tonight. That Gary.
Oh, Gary?
Gary.
Gary Marino?
No, Gary, he does like Sinatra and stuff. Oh, yeah, the chandelier. He's good.
But where is
Gary Catroni.
he? What's the venue?
I think he's at. It's called the Chandelier, isn't it? Over at on Transit Road. I think it might be at the Italian Gardens.
So she's a fan.
What's that?
Barbara's a fan.
She is, but you know, I only have to share her with him, with Gary once a month, and I get her the other 3 times. So it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, whenever she's here and I'm not, and I see her on Tuesdays at this place, she always has to know, where were you? So now I can ask,
Where were you?
I can ask the same of her.
You sure can, except you know where she was, so you could see if she's lying. Let's see, what's our big hit? This one. This is a song that asks the question, have you met Miss Jones? Have you met Miss Jones? Someone said as we shook hands, she was just Miss Jones to me. Then I said, Miss Jones, you're a girl who understands. I'm a man who must be free. And all at once I lost my breath. All at once was scared to death. All at once I own the earth and I own the sky. Now I've met Miss Jones, and we'll keep on meeting till we die. Miss Jones and I. We'll do that, Brian. at once. Now we've met Miss Jones. George Quinns is the talk of the town. Yes, he is. Ladies and gentlemen, George Quinns. Nice to see you, George. Nice day, huh? Wait, did you walk here? Did you parked and walked? I hope you got to enjoy a little bit of the weather.
Yeah, I've been outside.
See, now George doesn't look like he had a rough day. He looks calm and happy. You're off? They love you in Florida. Yeah. Casting bouquets in your direction. Brian Blatz sending his compliments to the trumpet player. Oh, he's a former trumpet player himself, so.
Who's that?
Brian Blatz. He's working the piano. You know what else, Brian Blatz? Phil Nyheis used to do piano bars too. So, yeah, it's a perfect. Look what's in front of me. It's nice having Sharon out here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, when I want rain, I get sunny weather. Teardrops to dry. The great Gary Marino was with us. He's known as Buffalo's Busby Berkeley. He's a choreographer. Janet's here. Nice to see you, Janet. Phil is unflappable. I could turn the piano upside down and you'd keep up with it. You'd make sense of it. Phil's an amazing musician. He's half psychiatrist, half musician. He's reading my mind. Speaking of reading my mind, I better put the official bathroom key here for the lounge cadets. You never know. We never know what we're going to get on that Friday night. How it shapes up. The unique chemistry of humanity, of lounge humanity. Everything happens. Is that a song? Everything happens to me? Then it must be in here. He's calling songs.
That's right.
It's not in this one. Oh wait, everything must change? No. What was it, the one you wanted? Everything what? Everything happens to me. I make a date with... Let's see.
She had a great idea. Not a stuffy flute player at all. Let me see.
Yeah, you're a mirror image. You're in good company there. We're getting to a request. No, I don't have it in the electronic format. It's in one of my books. I make a date with Everything happens to me. Page 112 in your songbooks, everybody. This book has lost its guts. It lost its spine. It's a spineless book. I make a date for golf, and you can bet your life it rains. I try to give a party, and that guy upstairs complains. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. I never miss a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps. Every time I play at ace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looks before he jumps. Everything happens to me. First my heart, that you could break the jinx to me, that love would turn a trick to end despair. Now I just can't fool this head that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I telegraphed and phoned. I sent an airmail special too. Answer was goodbye. There was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be you. Everything happens to me. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. I said everything. It happens to me. Oh yeah. It always happens to me. That song was called Everything Happens to Me. There was a Matt Dennis song. I forgot there was a Matt Dennis song. I love Matt Dennis. Yeah, and Tom Adair wrote the words. Matt Dennis was awesome. He could do this like really well. I admire anybody that can do a piano by I admire anybody that, like, with their other things, can also do a piano by a lounge act. The night is like a lovely tune. Beware my foolish heart, how wide the ever-constant moon. Take care. There's a line between love and counting. It's hard to see on an evening such as this. Okay, we're done experimenting. Her lips were much too close to mine. Beware my foolish heart. But should our eager lips combine, then let the fire start. For this time it isn't fascination or the dream that will fade and fall away. It's love. This time it's love, my foolish heart. Oh yeah. Beware my foolish heart. Thank you. That was Beware My Foolish Heart. To me, that's like the ground zero of piano bar songs. To me. To piano lounge.
But Bill Evans,
Hotel piano bar lounge.
Bill Evans recorded it.
Bill Evans agrees.
Ground zero means. I don't know what ground zero means.
It means like like dead center of the bullseye. You know.
I love that fully depreciated portrait
Yeah.
out there. Yeah, it's the original. It's George Gershwin's copy.
This was found on a mountain.
Howard.
I'm Howard.
Okay, my friend Liz, she's Lifestyle by Liz. She saw,
Lifestyle is, of course.
she saw on Instagram that I took a picture of the bar, and she said, make sure you tell Howard hi for her.
So she knows you're here because you posted a picture on Instagram.
Yes.
See, isn't that? It
And
proves
I
the end of the
was
world is right
enjoying
here
Liz
upon us.
Over there, but I had to walk over here to make sure that
Well,
you
that-
knew that
well-
you were appreciated and remembered.
Oh well, that's great. That's always wonderful to be reminded.
Your music brings joy and it's remembered even when people walk out the door.
I love that. Keep going.
See, your music, and tonight I will remember your name Howard because she told me, and I won't just think that great piano guy, I'll know it's Howard.
Well, I hope so. I hope you remember we're here every Friday night. And you can tune in. You can tune in too at howardgoldman.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to Jesus Christ Superstar tonight, but my friends and I were talking about maybe coming another time. I might even annoy you and sing
sure.
along.
Well, that would be annoying and wonderful at the same time.
Right, Howard? But
You're a singer. I should have known.
Liz, I used to be until, I had kids.
I see.
So, but I might.
They got in the way of your career.
They gave me a different version of the life.
I like that.
All right.
Beautiful way to put it.
So, but Liz remembers you, and I shall remember you, and I'll come back.
Well,
another night.
enjoy Jesus Christ Superstar.
Hey, yeah. I'm sure I will, and I'm sure all of these people will enjoy you tonight. So,
Yeah, you look fantastic.
Right up, 70% off. Is it not the best? Bachelor Bishop for
That's-
$18, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a great Lounge Academy outfit. You fit right in here.
Thank you. No, talk to me.
Bring that dress back some Friday night.
Second Chic, yeah, we've been going to Second Chic. And there's a Second Chic outlet. Yeah, on Elmwood and Pearl. And you're like a size 0.
Isn't it a small world, Phil?
Yeah, it's really. You will love it. Right across from Hampton, so you can always go to Hampton's afterwards and enjoy your.
That's what's great about the Hyatt.
I'll see you there.
It's just there's action all the time.
See, Howard, you bring people together.
I'm the stone in the stone soup. Right?
See, we shall meet again and be great friends.
I'm looking forward to that. Nice lady, huh? All about Ronnie. There's so much to tell. All about Ronnie. I know her so well. I stumped Phil. Her magical fingers. He thinks I'm making this up. Their sense of embrace. Her perfume that lingers, caressing your face. All about Ronnie, best told in a toast. Let me propose it. I'm her favorite host. We'll drink from dry glasses, there's no need for wine. The champagne is Ronnie. And Ronnie is mine. Joe Green. You ever hear of Joe Green?
Giuseppe Verdi.
Are you familiar with his work? I'm not, but he wrote this one.
You missed the Italian. You missed the Did you get it?
No.
Goes Joe Green. He goes Giuseppe Verdi.
Oh yeah, Joe Green, Giuseppe Verdi.
That's why he's a professional. Speaking of professionals, nice to see you, Dan. You look great. You look great. You look like you had an easy week. You develop a sense. And you look for context clues. Alice in Wonderland. How do you get to Wonderland? Over the hills, underland, or just behind the tree? When clouds go rolling by, they roll away and leave the sky. Where is the land beyond the eye that people cannot see? Where do stars go? Where is the crescent moon? They must be somewhere in the sunny afternoon. Alice in Wonderland. Where is the path to Wonderland? over the hills, here or there, I wonder where. Ooh, I wonder where. That was Alice in Wonderland. Beautiful, beautiful Disney songs. The Disney songs are great, aren't they?
Did Bill Evans write that?
Pamela knows. Pamela, you look fantastic. Is that a new hat? I don't think I've seen that hat before.
This hat,
It's beautiful.
I may have worn it here once before, I don't recall. Can I sit here for a minute?
Yes, we insist. Pamela, you don't Phil. Everybody knows Phil.
So happy to be here. I missed you guys so.
Well, we missed you, and it's always a special night when you're here with us, Pamela.
So this hat came from Fort Erie at a
Horse track.
arrogant Fort Erie fan. And I was telling Mary, so I think I may have worn it. It's just
Looks great on you.
thank you. It's beaver.
Oh, that's great. Means it could get wet out in the rain.
Yeah, and I parked behind you. There's no parking. So
Oh, you parked behind me?
Patrick,
Oh, great.
yeah, Patrick.
What an honor for me.
Well, you can't get out, so I got you closed in.
That's all right. I'm not.
Yeah, so thank you. I love this hat. It's a wonderful night. I don't want to hug them. So I'm dying to hear about the London fog.
Oh, that was
We're
fun.
gonna have to do that.
With Deanne,
I would like to.
I got a lot of stories. We had so much fun. It was nonstop. Nonstop capers.
You guys had a bus and everything.
Did you ever play on the road? Was everybody single?
I was in a mariachi band on the road.
Mariachi band? Wow, he's got to top me every time. Was everybody single?
Yeah.
Same here. That's one that's fun. Because, you don't have to worry about the bus bringing you home and all your stuff's on the front lawn.
Yeah, we had some hot spots. Toledo, Wheeling, West Virginia.
Yeah, we were in West Virginia. We were in Morgantown, West Virginia. several times. It was fun. We got. Did you make a circuit like a bunch of times so people would know you when you came back? That's fun.
Morgantown is a university town.
It is. There's a base there too. We had like soldiers protecting us because it was rough back then. You got rowdies out there in the
What kind of band? What kind of band?
It was top 40 with Deanne DeMayo and the Barone cousins from the Falls, like Tony and Rick. Tony, a bass player, and Rick, guitar player, and Mark Dixon, the vocalist from Party Squad.
Yeah.
Wonderful singer.
Dave Elvis.
Sandra Myers, it's great to see you here at Lounge Academy. Is this fun? And Trudy's with us. We missed you, Trudy. She was at a company retreat. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Cadillac's going to be tuning in from Brussels. Brussels? Wow. That's where they call the shots. Brussels. That's where, like, that's where the whole EU, like the brains of everything is. The whole unelected bureaucracy that runs the world is in Brussels. The world, right? The World Economic Forum, aren't they in Brussels? Yeah. It's like a shell game. They got 3 headquarters. This really is the days of wine and roses. You know, we're going to look back in a few weeks. Think, you know, we really had it made. The days of wine and roses, laugh and run away. Like a child at play in a meadow and towards a closing door, a door marked nevermore that wasn't there before. Oh, only night discloses just a passing breeze, filled with memories, and a golden smile introduced me to the days of wine and roses, and you. Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer. a child to play, like a meadow when toward a closing door, a door marked nevermore, wasn't there before. The woe, lonely night discloses just a passing breeze filled with memories. A golden smile introduced me to the days of wine and roses, the days of wine and roses. Wine and roses and you. There was the days of wine and roses. Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer. Those were two heavy hitters in the writing. From a show with the same name, day in, day out. The same old hoodoo follows me about, pounding in my heart whenever I think of you. And when I think of you, day in and day out, day out, day in. You needn't tell me how the day begins. When I awaken with a tingle. One possibility in view. That possibility may be seeing you in rain. Come shine. I meet you, and to me the day is fine. Then I kiss your lips, and the pounding becomes oceans roar, 1,000 drums. Can't you see it's love? Can't you hear any doubt? There it is, day in, day out. Day in, day out.
Just so you know, this is Francesca. She's from the Buffalo News. She's here doing the story on the new restaurant. I haven't said anything, but
Oh, okay.
I want to talk.
Nice to know you, Francesca.
Yeah,
Francesca.
Francesca.
What a small world. So-
Can you walk into the garden room and start to look at it?
I doubt it. Unless Chris is still here.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Did you talk to him on the phone or something? Yeah, he mentioned that to me today, that he talked to the news. I didn't know if it was in person or CB said or whatever. So what do you want to know? I did. Wow, you did your research. This is scary. Oh, Tony, sure. She would know.
How long did you play there?
I played there in the end of 2013 and the beginning of 2014, I think it was. I filled in for Jocko when he got sick. He had been my mentor for 3 or 4 years leading up to that, 3 years. And he actually wanted me to do that. You know, it was crazy. You know, he just did it because he wanted to do it. We'd get together once a week at a place we have on the other side of the parking lot where we have a piano, and he taught me how to do this. So he got sick, and the doctor said he had to stay home. Now, nobody had ever filled in for him in the 20 years that he was there. You know, he'd either show up, which always happened, or in a rare instance, it just went silent. So they called me up. Julie Munn, M-U-N-N, was the hostess, and we all knew each other very well. And she says, "Come on, Jocko can't come in. You know, he wants you to come in. He said you could fill in for him." And I said, I was scared to death, even though we'd been working. I wasn't ready. You know, it's like it's hard. So, but I knew I'd hate myself forever if I shied away from what I was supposed to be doing. You know. So anyway, I summoned all my friends. Steve Seashon from BEN, our friend, and Monica, and all our friends from our weekly jams at our house. I said, you got to come down. I know I'm not the type of person that would ever tell anybody to come to my gig, you know, because I just don't want to be a pain in the ass. But it's like, I need you, because I don't want any public in the room. I want everybody in the bar to be my friends. I was playing defense, and you know, we did it. It was 3 or 4 hours a night with no break, you know. That was when Paul Snyder owned the place, and he'd start out every night in there. He'd run his whole empire from one of the tables next to the piano. He would begin that, and his people would show up, and they'd give him the reports, and he'd have his back to me. He actually, you know, when I came in the first night, he kind of like formally like hired me. It was like meeting the Wizard of Oz. We'd already known each other from, you know, going in there, but he's just this big important guy, and he's always acting like a big important guy. It's not like you just sit there and throw your arm around his shoulder and say nice to see you or anything. It's, you know, things are very chain of command and proper with him. He was a brilliant guy. My dad was actually his CPA way back when, you know, Snyder's, Darien Lake and everything. But Paul Snyder didn't seem too sentimental about anything like that. I tried to cozy up to him with some of those. But it was terrifying. Every night he would start things out there, and I got to be careful. I don't want to say anything that would like sound, you know. But the way it was very regimented, and the whole place was on edge because the big boss was there starting it out every night. And after about an hour and a half, he'd get up and leave, and then everybody could like kind of breathe, you know, or he was afraid of making a mistake. These are just the things I remember. It was exactly 10 years ago. But it wound up going on for about a month and a half. And I think it was 4 nights a week, that was the full-time thing. And I only had 45 minutes of material then. I had to play 4 hours without stopping. So I had to really stretch like I'm doing right now. just play nonsense and wait until it looked like I had turned the room. So like different people were eating after a while, and I could repeat stuff. And the employees didn't care because they know it's all, everything's a facade in a business for the benefit of the patrons. So they didn't mind that I was repeating things. But it was quite it was a big event for me to do that, especially for Jocko, because of that. And then he came back and was there for another year or two or something, and he retired. And Paul Snyder loved him. He had a big party just for him. It was great, amazing party for Jocko, and he gave a speech and talked about Jocko and how he changed it to E.B. Green's. He had Jocko in mind, and got him purposely for that. And Ann Fideli was the entertainment before Jocko. She's legendary. She's amazing. From the Fideli music tribe. They're all great. There's a plate on the piano here. This was Jocko's piano. So this whole situation is just amazing. If you look around at the piano here, you'll see this is all Jocko's. These are all his notes. Yeah. This is the piano from E.B. Green's. And we didn't know it was here. I tried to keep tabs on this piano, and Paul Snyder said he was going to take it to his executive retreat when he closed the restaurant. And another Martin Steakhouse leased the space for a couple years after that, and they did not have piano. And I'd come in here once in a while and I'd look for the piano, and I didn't think this piano was in the building. I'd find there's another one upstairs. So I had photographed all this while I was at E.B. Green's. So in the meantime, I went back to playing at the. Actually, you didn't ask this. You just asked about the restaurant. You want to hear the background? Okay. So when I filled in for Jocko, I had to take time off from the Statler. I was playing at the Statler once a week, Friday nights, and just in the lobby. It was part of a deal because this will sound really weird, but I sold the Statler when it was when Bashar had it. I don't know if you remember all this stuff. Bashar Issa was restoring the Statler, and he got into trouble, and he wasn't allowed back in the country with his visa, and got into bankruptcy. So the Statler was in bankruptcy court. Don Esmond did a story, and so you could find the story he did about me and the Statler and Croce. But that's how I got the gig. Was that was the deal. If I find him an owner, that the deal would be I could play piano whenever I want. So I figured I'd be starting at the top, at the Statler. So that worked out, and I had to take some time off. It's the only time I took time off was to fill in for Jocko. So then COVID hit, and then we came back, and we're back at the Statler. In the meantime, Mark Croce, who had bought it, he tragically died in a helicopter crash. Right? We were old friends from before downtown, and he was real important to me in my life, and his wife Jessica took over, and she's amazing. She's been like keeping the whole thing going, right? And she sold it to Doug Jamal, So she leased the building, the Statler, till the end of that year. It was the end of 21. Yeah. So she could finish up the events and do their New Year's Eve, their big night. And then he closed the building so that they could start renovating it. So I knew I was running out of time over there. So before the end of the year, I decided, there's so much wind at our back. Because after the Friday there, we bought a place we own. It's the old Round Table restaurant, the old brick house, 2 doors from the Statler. And we used it to entertain our friends for years. And we'd go back and do like the full piano bar thing with the singing and like what we're doing here. So that was like my training. And that's where Jocko would give me my tutorials every week. So I decided there's so much wind at our back. I mean, we got helped change the skyline, and it's because of all these people, And the Statler was getting bigger, the following, and what we were doing at the house was really great. People loved it at our private house. So I decided, okay, apparently we're pretty lucky. So I'm going to assume everything's going to go the way better than I want, because it always does. I'm just going to go shopping and pick out the dream place I want to be in Buffalo. To see what is the best room for Lounge Cadets, for what they need, Because there's a set of requirements we have now that we know what we're doing. So I went to the tower, and I took the tour with Joe Kahns. Was the first time I met him. He was the tour guide. Looked at the top floor. It's like, I don't care if it's leased or not leased. I just got to pretend I could have anything I want. So I'm like, this is a nice view, but it's kind of far from the bar, and And then I stopped at the Lafayette. I did like a walking tour. I said, well, the Hyatt is still closed. It was sold in foreclosure, but I'll go by and I see some workmen walking in and out. Maybe I could go in and see what's going on. So I walked in behind these workmen, and then I see people pulling suitcases. It was open. No one knew this place was open. And they very quietly reopened. Wasn't in the news or anything. So I had a scoop. So I went up there and I looked down off the balcony, and I'm looking at, I said, this is the place. We got the grass elevators. The elevators were running, and there was a second floor up there before when I started. So I said, somehow we got to make this happen. It was nice up there. Yeah, beautiful views. The views were just, you couldn't beat them anywhere in Buffalo, because you had the views of all the historic properties, like just like it was wallpaper.
And in the winter, it was like a snow globe.
A big snow globe.
Up there, it was snowing.
It was really beautiful. I mean, so was this, but that was so. So okay. Now I know what I want, and then it's like, well, I better wait till after the holidays settle down before I start bugging. I met Doug Jamel on the sidewalk at the Statler, back before it closed, going back a little ways. And I introduced myself, and he says, oh, you're the piano player. I've heard all about you. Everybody likes you, He says, I want you back when we reopen the Statler. It's like, you got it. It'd be great. So that was that, because I didn't think this place was open. So I was waiting for an opportunity to ask him if I could be part of this again. And one of the Lounge Cadets, that's what we are, Lounge Cadets, who happened to be friends with Doug because they met at a bar during an event, and they actually became friends. And keep in touch and things, He says, want me to call him? And I'd love it, because I've been kind of trying to build up the courage, So Doug said, sure, you know. And we had a bunch of going back and forth because the way Doug sends messages on text. He says, yeah, sure, go ahead. And I said, well, I need the manager. You know, I can't just come in and like start. So it hooked me up, because I wanted to go through, I wanted to really be part of it. You know, I didn't want to just be coming in here and playing, you know, like it's a public piano or something, you know. So that was 2.5 years ago. We've been here every Friday. They moved us they took the floor down. So they put us at the tower for a few months, a couple summers ago. That was cool. Looking out those big windows by the lobby bar. You've probably been over there. Have you been to the tower? The Seneca Tower, the end of Main Street? That's Doug Jamal's as well. So we've been building it up here, and we're live streaming. And it's just been, the formula's been working. And the beautiful thing about the Hyatt is, finally got, like over the years, I always wanted people to dress up. You know, they'd come over to my place, and a bunch of them would, and some wouldn't, and it would ruin the TV show, right? Because I wanted it to look like this. You know, I wanted people dressed up. Or the concept doesn't work. When we got here, nice to see you, Tony. Mary's brother, Tony. So, the deal was here is like I could have full creative control. They've been great. They've been great because the thing is, this is what I consider this is a traditional historic hotel piano bar, which hasn't existed in several generations, except with Jackie Jocko here. So even hotel professionals and managers, they really don't know what it is. You know, a piano bar means something else now. You know, lots of times it's like dueling pianos, or some form of rock and roll, or sing along, but the old, like what happened here, I'm sure, you know, well, Jocko did it, but even beforehand, going back to the 40s, the 50s, 60s, it was like this. You'd come in and there'd usually be a lounge pianist, and they're almost like you know, they can answer questions. They can greet you, make you feel like you're not alone, you know, and you can sit down and break the ice and talk to people. So that's what my concept is. So I did not invent it at all, but people think it's an invention because they lost it. Mary and I were watching Johnny Carson a couple months ago while we're having dinner, and he made reference to the old lounge hotel piano bars. He said, yeah, now this was in the 1970s, and he's saying, yeah, they're all gone. This was in the 70s. So I didn't know they were all gone. We went to see Jocko every week, you know. We just thought it was normal. And the same music, all this stuff, you know. So we consider ourselves preservationists, just like the preservationists that help preserve the buildings. We keep the old music alive, you know, and this old culture alive, because it's such a great American institution. They call it the Great American Songbook now. You know, these Johnny Mercer and Gershwin and Cole Porter. A few of these songs I remember like at weddings, right?
You know, but Carson was, you know, in California. So
Yeah.
piano bars are probably dead there, but in New York City, piano bars are still, you know, you can still go, you know, the Carlisle.
If you know Harry, well, they're reopening.
Yeah.
But there was a real dead zone up until like this year.
Yeah, well,
They're coming back.
was playing. Anyway,
Yeah.
New York can never
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you again.
Here we go.
So anyway, that's what my vision is for the restaurant. If I get to, you know, if he lets me continue my responsibilities as like the piano department, you know, but want to see how it. You got to see how the patrons react to it, you know. I think it's I think the software still works, and it's at the same time it's a little novel because it's not being done, sadly. That's what we're doing. Well, this is breaking news. Okay, you got the scoop on this. I'm gonna be whatever full time is. Usually that means probably 4 nights, and Mary's gonna fill the rest of the weeks. Between the two of us, we're gonna do 7 nights. Yeah, doing this. We'll see how that works out, you know. Now we're gonna do Lounge Academy on Fridays. Yeah, with the live streaming, we've got 5 cameras. We're live streaming. We've been doing that for years, and there's great people, you know, that follow us all over the world, you know, and so we're going to keep that going. They're hearing the breaking news as I'm Tony Roberto's thanking me for the wonderful history lesson. Just tell me how many days you want me to talk, Tony, and I'll give you how many column inches you need. I know I married a reporter. So anyway, the Lounge Academy, I believe, can only work 1 night a week because the critical mass is the people. It's not me. They don't come to sit there and listen to me. This is part of it, but they come to see each other. We've accumulated this amazing group of people. I mean, nobody can get over it, how cool each other is. You know, they're really fantastic people, and they love seeing each other. So I just break the ice, you know, and then they ignore me. And I just talk to the home audience and tell jokes. It's hard to say, because Facebook only tells me when my friends are there. It seems like nobody, you know, but then we run into people around town we don't know, and they've been watching, like more and more. You know, so it's not huge, but it is something. And we got regular viewers in Paris, certain places we've carved out, Paris, France, and Saudi Arabia, and we've got some a little bit going on in Switzerland, and you know how the internet is. There's no such thing as distance. Sometimes it's kind of late at night for them, but well, we start pretty early here, so.
Why did you start doing this? Playing piano, learn piano?
It's just something I was always drawn to, even though like I really didn't know what it was. There's a phenomenon that I guess you could call it like piano-itis, and a lot of people have it, you know, and they're fascinated by the piano and they want to learn it. And it's even worse if you want to learn to improvise. And so I don't think I was that much different than anybody else. But I didn't have a lot of exposure to music, you know. So, but I went to college. I went back to college in my 20s and got an associate's in music because I wanted in piano performance. And I wanted to do this stuff, the old stuff. So I just kept at it. You know, I was terrible. And I didn't plan on singing because I couldn't sing, you know, even alone in a shower in empty building, you know. But and then I went to Duke University and took some jazz improvisation there. And then, you know, meeting Mary helped because she was involved in music and the news and everything. So I met her, you know, when we were out listening to piano, to jazz. So we started having weekly get-togethers. It was Monday Night Jam, and Gary Marino was one of the early adopters. Phil used to come by. That was back at the house on Amherst Street. And Guy Balleri, who's, you know, he's not playing anymore. Just a brilliant. He did this in Hollywood, and he did it at a restaurant where Frank Sinatra and Judy Garland would. So then they'd hire him to do their parties. The guy's brilliant. So I got exposed to, like, weekly, you know, to that in our own living room, to Guy and Jackie Jocko. He'd come over to Jackie Jocko played our wedding reception at the house, you know, and all these different musicians, a lot of good pianists. Some of them aren't around anymore. Al Tiddy. So it gave me tremendous. Mark Murphy, the #1 jazz singer, like 10 years in a row or something, like Downbeat magazine. He's been over there, and so it was, you know, Mary just, you know, opened up the world for me, you know, and so I really admired them doing that, and that they were singing too.
Howard, real quick. School's birthday tomorrow and everything. He wanted to come over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Can I
you
finish
just
my
call
interview
your phone
first?
number and stuff. Maybe she can call you.
We're almost done.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can only talk if I'm playing. I don't make any sense if I'm not playing the piano and talking. You wouldn't want to talk to me, interview me when I'm not playing the piano. So anyway, I had exposure to guys that were like the real deal, you know, and I saw what it was about. And so when the Statler deal went through, Jocko, who had been promising to, like, give me, you know, show me a few things for a few years, never got around to it. When the Statler deal happened, he says, okay, we got to get you ready for that. I'll come over. And he came over with Dave Granville from City Hall. And they wound up, I told him, I want to learn to sing and play. He says, okay, well, we'll start working on that, you know. It's really hard at first to coordinate it, you know. It seems impossible when you first try it. So that's, you know, that's how it got going. And then Mary interviewed Andy Anselmo, the singing instructor singing coach to the Stars. You can check him out. There's a million stories on him in the paper. And he did his thing in New York City. When he was in his 90s, he came home to Buffalo. So we went over to his house at a nursing home. He had a house at a nursing home. The guy was in great shape. And, you know, we're talking, and we seemed to like each other and everything. He was very approachable. And I said, gee, you know, do you think I could take some vocal lessons? So he said, okay. So I took from him for a few years over at his place. So I was doing Jocko and him. So he was giving me vocal training to build a foundation. You know, he uses opera technique, you know, to build up. But he was a lounge singer. He actually was a lounge singer for the Mafia back in the early days. They put him in all the places. He wrote a book about it. So I you know, I was purposely preparing for this, you know, and hoping somehow I'd wind up in that room, you know, which seemed really unlikely since, like, it's not up to Jocko.
All right, please get going and playing again. They're noticing that you've just been doing like this entire time. Everyone's talking about it. Can't you just even talk on the phone to her or something?
I'm done. Okay, so I guess I'm done. My press secretary said if you have any questions, just give me a call. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you, sir. This heart of mine was doing very well. The world was fine as far as I could tell. Sorry about that interruption. Those pesky reporters. Luckily, I'm a megalomaniac. This heart of mine is doing gaily now. I taste the wine. Great to see you. This crazy world has taken on a wonderful design. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine. This heart of mine. This heart of mine is dancing gaily now. I taste the wine of real romancing now. This crazy world has taken on a wonderful design. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine. Got to make up for lost time. We're like a bus route. How little we know, how much to discover, what chemical forces flow from lover to lover. How little we understand what touches off that tingle. Sudden explosion when two tingles intermingle. Who cares to find what chemistry this is? Who cares with your lips on mine? What ignorant bliss is? So long as you kiss me and the world around us shatters. How little it matters. How little we know. How little we know. You don't want to know. Thank you, Pamela. Just for, I don't know, but if he was here, we'd know it.
Yes, you would.
He's the champion clapper.
I ran into somebody.
You did.
Airborne Freddy.
Airborne Eddie.
Eddie. Okay.
Airborne Eddie's a comedian. He's
Oh, what happened to it?
His sister
Yeah, there we go.
says hello.
I haven't seen her in several years.
I see her every day.
Oh, you work with her or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Small world, huh? We were sitting at the table. We said, "Oh, tonight," and I said, "Yeah." Your name was the first name that popped up after that.
Darn that dream I dream each night. You say you love me and you hold me tight, but when I awake, you're out of sight. Darn that dream. Darn your lips and darn your eyes. They lift me high above the moonlit skies. Then I tumble and die out of paradise. Oh, darn that dream. Darn that one track mind of mine. Can't understand that you don't care. Just to change the mood I'm in, I'd welcome a nice old nightmare. Darn that dream, and bless it too. Without that dream, I never would have you. But it haunts me, and it won't come true. Darn that dream. Without that dream, I never would have you. But it haunts me and it won't come true. Darn that dream. Jimmy Van Heusen and Eddie DeLange. Thank you. Great.
Thank you, Howard.
Pick me some more, Dan. He's busy with Frederick and the Marina. I don't blame him. The David Frost? I don't have my David Foster book. If you could find it in here, and if I've heard it.
A room is just a room. You've played it before.
What's the name of the song?
A room is just a room.
Oh, Bacharach, sure. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. A chair.
We knew you knew.
It's the most romantic. Thank you, Tony. It's the most romantic song about furniture ever written. Oh wait, I'm falling behind on my coffee. Wait a second. I got so self-involved with the.
Tell me your life story.
Yeah, they'll cut it down to 5 inches.
Above the fold or under the fold?
Like Howard Stern said, when the paparazzi show up, the photographers, the annoying photographers, just stand there until they're all done taking pictures. Isn't that great advice? He's given a lot of advice, hasn't he? Some of it I probably wouldn't try.
I mean, anyone can give advice. Doesn't mean anyone's going to follow it.
Okay, I'm just getting my coffee. I didn't realize we're getting close to the third period action. I'm not caffeinated. Here we go. A chair is still a chair, even though there's no one sitting there. Oh, but a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight, and no one there you can kiss goodnight. A room is still a room, even though there's nothing there but gloom. Oh, but a room is not a house, and a house is not a home when the two of us are far apart, and one of us has a broken heart. Now and then I call your name, and suddenly your face appears, but it's just a crazy game. When it ends in tears. Darling, have a heart. Don't let one mistake keep us apart. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home. When I climb the stairs and turn the key, oh, please be there, still in love with me. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home. When I climb the stairs and turn the key, oh, please be there, still in love with me. What a great request, Burt Bacharach. Thank you. Who's going to replace Burt Bacharach? Nobody. What? Love what you've done to me? Love what you've done to me. I'll have to YouTube that one during the week and check it out. Love what you've done to me. Clever play on words.
With or without the comma.
Right, right. Nice to see you, sir. Happy Friday. Thank you. We'll continue our B-flat medley. There they are. There's our couple right there. I can't hear it in my head. I know what I want to play, but I can't hear it. My foolish heart the night is like a lovely tune. Beware, my foolish heart, how wide the ever constant moon. Take care, my foolish heart. There's a line between love and fascination. It's hard to see on an evening such as this, but they both give the very same sensation. At the moment of a kiss, her lips much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should our eager lips combine, then let the fire start. For this time it isn't fascination or the dream that will fade and fall away. It's love. This time it's love, my foolish heart. Beware, my foolish heart. Beware my foolish heart. It's a beautiful song. There's so many beautiful songs, Phil. They're like grains of sand at the beach. No, but you know this one. This is a song that Gary Marino turned me on to, if I can borrow from the drug parlance of the 1960s. Marino, hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. You never do you. Hey there, you with that high flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday she'll come to you. Better forget her, her with her nose in the air. Well, thank you, sir. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice I hand you like a brother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? Are you much too in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? And out the other? Hey there. Beautiful. Phil Nyheis, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. And his handler, Sharon. We're so lucky to be part of Phil's birthday. I'm a glum one, it's explainable. I met someone unattainable. Life's a bore, the world is my oyster. stir no more. All the papers where I read the news with my capers, now I'll spread the news. Superman turns out to be a flash in the pan. What a bummer. I've flown around the world in a plane. I've settled revolutions in Spain. The North Pole I charted, but I can't get started with you. Around the golf course, I'm under par, and all the movies want me to star. I've got a house, a show place, but I can't get no place with you. You're so supreme. Lyrics I write of you ski, just for the sight of you dream. Both day and night of you. And what good does it do? In 1929, I sold my shorts. In New England, I'm presented in court. But you got me downhearted, 'cause I can't get started with you. So supreme. Lyrics I write of you ski, just for the right of you dream. Both day and night of you. And what does it do? I sold kisses at the bazaar, and after me they named a cigar. Watch lately how I've smarted, 'cause I can't get started with you. Oh yeah, I can't get started with you. It's a great Ira Gershwin, Vernon Duke tune.
Vladimir Shelsky.
Howard, this is a gift from Aunt Mercy. It's a present for you.
Oh, great. Thank you, Aunt Marcy. Oh, this looks great. She's got a great book collection. Oh, thank you. Neighbor? Thank you, Aunt Marcy.
Come on, young lady. Come on over here.
I'm going to be so smart.
Yeah, come on over here, young lady.
Can I read? Mary will help me.
I signed it.
Oh, you signed it.
Keep going.
God bless you, baby.
On the signature page. Oh, how nice. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad Uncle James was involved in this too.
Well, he knew I bought it. Still around.
That's right. Well, what a wonderful surprise. Each week is a,
I only have one.
you never know what.
I only have one request.
Uh-oh.
Can't get out of this mood.
Can't get out of this mood?
Can't get over
Can't get over
the
the what?
Feeling.
Can't get over the feeling.
You'll find it.
See if you can find it. And then we'll have to hope I've heard it before so I know what it's supposed to sound like. I can make it up. Oh, I never know what you're dealing when you come around the hotel on a Friday. Got it.
Do you want me to find it in there?
But I can't get over this feeling. And I've also got in my ear a ringing. Well, that's kind of a good hint for I could make up a song using these words.
Yeah, I'll find you the lyrics. I mean the song. It's easier with your friends.
Can't get out of this.
I think somebody requested this before I started. They were yelling this to me. Cole Porter. They must like Cole Porter.
You requested it, didn't you?
She did.
This young lady, how old are you, young lady?
There you go.
How old are you?
Sarah Joy. Oh, she's.
How old are you?
Oh yeah. I don't. I've heard her do that.
You know that song?
Pardon me?
You know that song?
Do I know the song? I'm sure about the song. How old are you?
Yeah, I don't know the song. I've heard her do it though. She did a single of it.
Young lady, this is
Tamara Joy.
Yeah, my mom.
Man, could she sing? Holy cow! You gotta listen to her.
76.
Wow, you look great.
Get out of town before it's too late, my love. Get out of town. Be good to me, please. Why wish me on? Why not retire to a farm and be contented to charm the birds off the trees? Marcy knows this song. Don't you? Just disappear. I care for you much too much. When you are near, close to me, dear, we touch too much. The thrill when we meet is so bittersweet that, darling, it's getting me down. On your mark, get set, get out of town. This is for the gentleman at the bar before we started that was yelling this song title to me. The song is called Marcy. Marcy. Oh, Marcy. See, she inspired a song. I'm sure it's not the first time. Boy, you look great. Look at her.
Yes, beautiful.
You're making us look good. Great. Well, that's pretty soon. No, I'm not going to guess. It's just going to be one of many more. How about this one? The great Joe is here. The ambassador of goodwill, Joe Galvin. See that trick chord I did there? They say I'll move the mountains, and I'll move the mountains if she wants them out of the way. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy enough, I'd say. They say I'll go through fire, and I'll go through fire. As she wants it, so shall it be. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy, crazy enough, you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, she moves me with her smile. The difficult I'll do right now. The impossible will take a little while. They say I'll care forever, and I mean forever. If I have to hold up the sky. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy, crazy enough, am I? if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy, crazy in love am I. Oh yeah, 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 crazy am I. That was Carl Sigmund and Bob Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, Phil.
Thank you.
That was better than we rehearsed it. See, the musicians get the musicians' jokes because they've been told so many times. It's wonderful having you guys here at the piano.
Well, yeah.
We've had a lot of near misses. We see you guys.
Last time I was doing Luke Combs, so I missed you.
Oh, you went to Luke Combs?
Oh yeah, she was crazy.
Do you have a little lyrics or you're okay?
I had to buy clothes. I had to buy clothes.
Yeah. Was there a show?
Oh yeah.
This one's called Marcy too. The many faces of Marcy. It's oh Mars. I've always called you Marcy. That's our special thing we've got between us. You mean 16, Mars? I never knew that. They called you 16. Oh, I see. They used to call me Howie when I was 16. I don't know what they call me now. They text me. No, now they use the more formal Howard, which is more my default name in my own mind. But I like it when my old high school friends call me that because it could have been a lot worse. Everyone had a nickname.
Howie or Howard?
When high school was Howie, but other than the 20 years I was in high school, it's been Howard. I'm almost done with it.
What are you gonna go by? Hard? Board?
I'm
Board. Just get the last half here.
He's not gonna do that. He won't do that.
This is a song about a romance. Now, there's a lot of songs about a romance. It's a popular topic. Hello, nice to see you. Hi, cousin Debbie. Is Joe giving you a tour of all his spots? There's a lot of them. It's probably going to be a whole weekend or week, a month. Have you been over to Chris's place yet? Okay, wait till you see that. It's kind of an after-hours joint. Any time of the day. It's always after hours. That's a good place when it's like that. It's a small, tight neighborhood over there. They know what's going on. Okay, this is about a friendship that turns into a romance, which a lot of people tell me, yeah, that's happened to them. Me neither.
Friendship to a romance?
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of buddies that were like brothers to me, but it never turned into a romance.
A bromance?
Yeah. Even when we drank a lot. But it does happen. It does happen to a lot of people, and I guess I'm just missing out. This is the end of a beautiful friendship. It ended a moment ago. This is the end of a beautiful friendship. Oh, I know, for your eyes told me so. We were always like sister and brother, till tonight, when we looked at each other. That was the end of a beautiful friendship, and just the beginning of love. How are you, sir? So much for that friendship. Thank you, Sharon. It's a cool song. It's a well-written song. That's Stanley Stein and Donald Kahn. That's a good one, but I have to find it. Here's one I know Phil likes. Phil likes them all. Phil's the easiest guy to play with. He's a genius. It doesn't matter. Like I could. Something horrible could happen, and I could just fall on the keys, and he'd make it into music. And we've done. I did that a few times, I think. He's a brilliant musician, Phil Nyhuis. Plays every instrument. It's like Sammy Davis Jr. He can make music without an instrument, with various parts of his body. I don't think I know the verse to this one, Phil. Okay, we'll go right into it. Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the mock? Is it the cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see or only Asbury Park? Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the muck? Is it the cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it for not I see or only as Barry Park? Is it the fancy not worth thinking of? Is it a long last love? Oh yeah, oh long last love. Cole Porter is responsible for that. Blame him. No, that was nice, Phil.
Yeah, great.
We'll keep that one in the act. That's from You'll Never Know. That was a show. I never heard of it though. Have you ever heard of it?
You'll never know.
You'll Never Know. There've been so like Skyscraper.
It's a good tune though.
Skyscraper. Never made it. They're in here. We're gonna know. We will no longer be in wonder about these things. We'll be able to footnote our answers. Moog aircraft, cool. It's on the thing there. Moog on the water. Moog Aircraft Division. I was a dealer for his brother. That was Bill Moog started that company, right? And then his brother Bob Moog was the music synthesizers, and I was their last authorized Moog synthesizer dealer. Yeah, that's my distinction in life.
Someone gave you money for John Denver's song, if you can sing it.
He winked. John Denver did this one. He was on the plane when it went down. He sang this one. Yeah. That's the problem with success, you know. These people, they
It's like Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Denver.
yeah. Now, how does talent like that just disappear, you know? I was never spellbound by a starry sky. That camera's stuck. I'm glad I finally looked at the. Okay, we'll fix that. I should have. Hang on, I gotta fix a camera. I'm a professional.
Yes, yeah. See, they must have. I never really put it together. I even said to Howard. And my mother must have copied it. Great. That's a great thing. Yeah, it was a later memory.
There we go. See, fix the camera. Let's test them all. I try to check them from time to time, but tonight I have to admit, I've been so.
You're actually matching my wife's.
I've been so distracted.
You go purple to purple.
Yeah, it is nice. Good thing I wore this tie. I'd be kicking myself now. We're fixing 2 dead cameras. That's how distracted I was. Okay.
How you doing?
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We got all the cameras fixed.
Buffalo.
There we go.
I've never seen a hat like that.
Now let's see what. Okay. This is a good song, but we'll get to this one. Here we go. Good request coming up here. For a VIP cadet. Jerome Kern, Johnny Mercer. This is for the Myers. This is for Sandra. 1/3 of a Myers sister singing act. It's great having her with us. This is also Ryan Isar's theme song. I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I love the old-fashioned things. The sound of rain upon a window pane, starry song that April sings. This year's fancies are passing fancies, but sighing sigh, holding hands, this my heart understands. I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. It's how I want to be. As long as you agree to stay old-fashioned with me. to stay old-fashioned with me. Stay old-fashioned with me. What a great request by Sandra Myers. Thank you, Susan Myers, for telling me the camera was stuck. Sorry, probably took me an hour to notice. I have to train myself to check those cameras no matter what's going on. It's like flying a plane, you know, you got to look at those gauges. Especially the gas gauge. Okay, we've got a request by Gary for a Cy Coleman tune. It's one of my favorite Cy Coleman tunes. It seems so bright. The name of the song is Why Try to Change Me Now? I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. It's for Gary. Got some habits even Gary can't explain. I'll start for the corner, turn up in Spain. Why try to change me now? I'll sit and I'll daydream, I've got daydreams galore. Cigarette ashes, there they go on the floor. I'll go away weekends, leave the keys in the door. Why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk, people stare, so I try. But that's not for me, 'cause I can't see my kind of crazy world go passing me by. So let people wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember, I was always your clown. Why try to change me? Why try to change me? Why try to change me now? know I love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember I was always your clown? Why try to change me? Why try to change me? Why try to change me now? Thank you, Cy Coleman and Gary Marino.
Good.
Nice song. Thank you. Nice, Phil. You can play anything. Probably since Marino's house. Okay, we got another request. Dale Pines checking in from Anna Maria, Florida. Sounds beautiful down there. Thank you, Earl. Nice having you with us, Earl Robertson. See if I missed anything here.
Don't be so quick to put it away again. It's so much fun. It's so nice to have you here. I love this song.
Okay, this is Phil's favorite song.
What did they call it? What did they call it? It's always beautiful.
If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me. Off you would go in the mist of day. Never to know how I loved you. If I loved you.
He didn't give me a chorus.
I didn't give him a chorus. Thank you. Thank you. We got a hoot. The last 11 hours have gone so quickly. I feel like I just sat down. Phil's kicking the crap out of WBIG TV. Look, it's light out. It stays light out till we're done. Look at that. Is that funny the way that works? What should we do as a grand finale? Something from a Broadway show. Okay.
You choose. What do you want?
I don't know. Let's see what we land on here.
Choose. What do you want?
There ain't nothing like it ain't.
You know the obscure songs. That's great. I always learn new songs when you're around. Here's one that I like, one of my, from Jocko's Like Wow album. Your eyes don't shine like they used to shine. Your lips, when they touch mine, I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love, and so is love. Your words don't mean what they used to mean. They were once inspired. Now they're just routine. I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love, and so is love. I guess I'll have to play Pagliacci and get myself a clown's disguise and learn to laugh like Pagliacci with tears in my eyes. You look the same. Gee, you're a lot the same. But my heart says no, 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 you're not the same. I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love. And so is love. Oh, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I'm working on that part. Well, I played the whole night without my jacket on.
What's wrong with you?
I know. It's cooler in here now.
Well, fireplace on behind.
Bathroom clean. Well, thanks, everybody.
It's probably not a real fireplace.
We're gonna. It's not. We're going to reconvene in 7 days. 7 days time. How they used to say it. It's right here. Oh, no wonder we can't find it. It's where it belongs.
Thank you very much. I need my glasses, I guess.
This was a great night. Man. Thank you, Stream Cadet cast members.
She's always
We had a ball.
you are too. Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
So when you have
Who knows where we'll be next week? Now that the big news scoop has been released, we might be on the new set next week when you tune in. We got a new set coming up for the studio, and I know everybody's gonna love it. It's gonna be fabulous. We'll fade to black, and then we'll let the stream run out, and we'll. Thanks everybody. Thanks once more. Really appreciate it. Thanks for letting me be part of this with you. Have a great week.
I'm a friend of your daughter's, and my husband and Patrick were law partners at Sanderson and Day. That was some time ago. You're right. My husband's been gone for 15 years, so I'm Nancy Gaglione.
They look good if you're not looking at it.